Who is more dangerous? Death from Puss in Boots to The Last Wish, or Mordecai Heller from Lackadaisy? Howdy, 80 folks, Fox 32 here, and today we are going to see who is the better fighter, who is stronger, who is scarier, and who would definitely win in a fight between these two formidable anti-villains. Death from Puss in Boots to The Last Wish is a large anthropomorphic wolf who is hell-bent on killing Puss for squandering all of his lives and is probably the scariest guy ever to come out of DreamWorks. I mean, seriously, they did not have to go that hard on this character. Next, we have Mordecai Heller from Lackadaisy, a sociopathic tuxedo cat who lives in the Prohibition era. Though he looks like a handsome and sophisticated gentleman, Heller has no problem with raising hell with his mad sharpshooting skills. Without further introduction, let's kick it to our boys. Round 1. Appearance. Death is a very intimidating character. He's tall, muscular build, has ghostly white fur, and blood-red eyes. Not to mention sending chills down your spine every time he makes an appearance, especially when he starts whistling. He also wears a black hooded cloak and carries around a pair of sickles, or sits, or I don't know what those are. Let's not forget that deep, scratchy, demonic voice. Despite sending viewers of all ages running in terror out of the theater, some viewers actually see Death as kind of cute, like myself, when he's just chilling out at a bar or smashing those trash-talking crystals. Mordecai is a very sharp dresser who always wears impeccable suits and a scowl on his face. While Mr. Heller isn't as physically imposing as Death, he's pretty scary with the black and white fur, cold glare he always has, and that ominous ticking sound that always plays in the background when he's stalking somebody. He also has a dark, silky, and almost spine-chilling voice. Winner? Death. Even though Mordecai is undeniably good-looking, Death is more physically imposing. Round 2. Weapons and abilities. Death has a pair of silver sickles that he uses to slice up his prey and anything that stands in his way. Being Death itself, this Lobo or wolf has supernatural strength, speed, durability, senses, and reflexes. Not to mention, he can't die. He can also summon fire from his sickles. If that's not awesome, let's take a look at his opponent. Mordecai is a deadly enforcer to Marigold, previously to Lackadaisy. Mordecai is an expert marksman with an eye for symmetry. He is also known for planning ahead for just about anything, giving his enemies a nil chance to take him down. Though he can't summon fire, nor does he have sickles that are god war-worthy, Mordecai is so cool that he can take someone down by doing little as possible. As shown in the comic strip Lackadaisy's civility, Gracie charges at Mordecai like a stupid idiot, and all Heller does is stare him down, step to the side, letting Gracie ram into a car, and then slashing his Achilles heel. Winner, weapons, Death, abilities, Mordecai. Overall, tie. Death definitely has the sicker weapon. He's no match for Heller's mind for strategy. Round 3. Backstory. Death appeared after Puss had recklessly lost 8 of his lives and is now down to his last one. Death spends the entire movie hunting down Puss and scaring the bejesus out of everyone. That's actually all we have. Mordecai came from a bad part of town in New York City. He grew up with his parents and 3 siblings. After his father dies of a stroke, Mordecai takes responsibility for his family and works to help support them. After killing and extorting money from someone minor in the crime world to help his family out of financial issues, Mordecai is later caught and is forced to move away from his home. He's later taken in by Albus, May of Lackadaisy, and starts doing jobs for him. Winner, Mordecai. Mordecai has an incredibly tragic backstory. Death doesn't really have a backstory because, well, he's Death. Round 4. Legacy. Death is Death. Straight up. The Grim Reaper. The one guy who we never want to face, but eventually will when our time comes. In the film, Death doesn't make a lot of appearances, because he's only supposed to show up either when Puss is either close to dying, or doing something stupid that could cause him to die. In my opinion, Death showing up was a warning to Puss that he was in danger, and that he should get far away as possible, even if this was not his true intentions. Maybe he just wanted to scare the hairballs out of Puss. Or he just wanted to make an appearance for his fangirls or fan wars. Not against homosexuality, I'm asexual, but still. Let's not forget Death got his tail handed to him by a cat. Mordecai is known for being one of, if not the deadliest character in Lack Daisy. His main superpower would be leading death to his victims using brain and style, and also marksmanship. He's also a feared serial killer with a lot of weapons and murders under his belt. However, his most prominent weapon would be his vocabulary. Winner, tie. Both Death and Mordecai have intriguing and rather frightening legacies. Round 5. Smarts. We already went over this. Winner, Mordecai. Round 6. Intimidation. Death is literally the physical embodiment of death itself, being the scariest person to ever come out of a freaking kid's movie. Death's physical build and his dark and sinister personality, plus that creepy whistle and the amount of jump scares he has in the movie, makes him incredibly terrifying. Also, Death's pupils flash white when there is a lightning flash or if he's clinging his sickles together. If coming face to face with a notorious serial killer doesn't send chills up your spine, Mordecai's dark personality, plus that creepy ticking sound when he's stalking somebody, and the fact he's basically Agent 47 in cat form, will. Winner? Death. Round 7. Morality. When Puss learns to respect and honor his last life by fighting a Grim Reaper for it, lets go of his arrogant ways, Death sees that Puss is no longer the arrogant little legend he saw when he first arrived. As a result, he allows Puss to live his final life. In the animated short film, Mordecai finds that our three heroes, well, that title is debatable, escaping with the boost they collected earlier in the film in their repaired car. The gato, or cat, takes up his gun and lines up a perfect shot of the driver, Ivy. However, he decides not to shoot after Ivy looks back at him. Ivy was Atlas May's goddaughter, and Mordecai, not finding the willpower to kill his late boss's godchild, reveals his heart is not entirely made of stone. Winner tie. Both of these characters both have good morals that saved our heroes' lives. Yes, I'm calling Rocky, Freckle, and Ivy heroes now because why not? Round 8. Better heroes. Puss in Boots is one of the most well-known felines in cartoons. He's brave, he's bold, and he kicked Death's tail in the finale of a sequel. This lovable rogue has been charming DreamWorks fans through both Shrek and even a few of the Cat's own spin-offs. Rocky's the main protagonist of Lack Daisy, though it's still up for debate whether or not he's actually a hero. Rocky's very poetic, endearingly optimistic, even when he just got the hairballs kicked out of him. And he's also seriously insane. Ty, I don't think it's possible to choose between these two gatos. They're equally as charming, lovable, and crazy. Round 9. Bravery. Death is not scared of anything. Mordecai, on the other hand, is scared of anything that could potentially get his fur mad, such as water, snakes, spiders, rats, all understandably, and asymmetry. Winner. Death. Round 10. Athleticism. For a guy his size, Death is very fast and agile with a lot of deadly moves under his belt, whilst being able to either avoid or counter Puss's attacks. In the comics, Mordecai was able to avoid being tackled by his Gracie Grombach by sidestepping him and slashing his leg. Ouch. In the film, Freckle does his best to shoot Mordecai at the quarry, but he's able to dodge his shots. Let's not take points off Freckle here, because he did hold his own against this professional. Winner, tie. Round 11. Comical appear. Despite his epic one-liners and being able to kick Puss's arrogant tail in the first few interactions they have, there's nothing funny about Death. When he isn't hatching someone up or torturing someone, Mordecai is shown to be unintentionally hilarious. From his overreaction to past asymmetry, water, and having a note with the words "kick me" taped to his back, to warding off girls who want to dance or flirt with him, understandably. How can you not love this boy? Winner Mordecai. No disrespect to Death, of course. Round 12. Dialogue. Death is basically a one-liner king. His speeches are always so dark and poetic. It's almost as words are enough to kill you. Remember how I said Mordecai's greatest weapon was his vocabulary? Well, he uses a lot of big, fancy words in his speech and doesn't rely on cliche one-liners to get his point across. As long as no one says the word asymmetry, I think he'll be good for the first 3 minutes of your encounter with this guy. Winner, tie. Finally, round 13. Final round. The best fighter. Who will win? Will it be the frightening and literal embodiment of death? Or will it be the ruthless, infamous hatchet man Mordecai Heler? Let's go, y'all. Death is a formidable fighter with expertise with several techniques up his sleeves. While Death was able to draw blood from Puss twice in the same film, he was still bested by the cat and even got kicked in the face by him, even losing his weapons. Dude, seriously, come on. Mordecai is also a formidable and restless opponent for someone using anything he can use as a weapon and a mind for strategy. Makes him a tricky and lethal fighter. And the winner of our competition, 10-9, by the tip of his whiskers, Mordecai! And no, I didn't pick him because Death was beat by a cat in his own film. To be fair, Death is very intimidating. He's physically and mentally frightening. His weapons are far superior to many in the world of DreamWorks. He is a fearless fighter, has good morals, and prefers a fair fight. His one-liners are always so epic, and he's death. Literal death. Hello? However, Mordecai has proven numerous times that brain beats brawn. He also has more backstory and incredible vocabulary skills. Overall, Heler has bested death many times in his life. Congratulations, Mordecai. Don't be sad, Muerte. There's still numerous other foes for you to face off against. So, who do you guys think would win? Were there any other categories I didn't cover? Who do you want to see battle next? Let me know your answers in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Thanks for watching, and be sure to keep an eye out for more Thunder Fox 32 videos. Thunder Fox 32, out!